here. I was starting to worry.
I told you we'd catch up. We just met with a bit of trouble.
What trouble?
Some Templars appeared from behind. They may have been teleported here to take us by surprise.
I'll go take care of.
No, there's no time. Leave it to Bion and Evangelos. We must continue our ascent.
The mistress is right. Leave this to us.
Evangelos.
Don't worry, Sadie. Surviving is just one of my duties.
I understand. May the Three bless you.
Let's go.
Stop right there! All of you! There's still time to turn back!
That voice. It's him!
Ignore him. Just keep moving.
Humanities!
I must admit I'm somewhat impressed by your foolish persistence, Minerva. To think you are actually standing with Serene. You truly are out of options, aren't you?
It's possible. Or perhaps I'm really no different from you.
And Hilda. Why have you come? What's happened in Aphis has nothing to do with you.
That's not true. And I know you won't just stop at this city. I also wanted to ask you.
I have urgent business, so I'll give you time for only one question.
I've heard much about you in Aphis, Senator Humanities. Up until now, some even believed you were originally acting in Aphis's best interests. But the ritual you want to perform now, is this truly what you want to do?
Why not ask Minerva? She's supposed to be the one who understands me best, is she not? I once said, if I weren't Aristor, you wouldn't like me. Do you remember how you answered me back then?
I said I still would.
No. You would just look at the tools in my hand and assess the value they could produce. And me? I would look at your robes and think how unobtainable a woman who wears such finery is. I don't see Minerva when I look at you. I see only the Aristoi, And when you look at me, you see not Eumenides, but only a commoner.
Love lets us break through all constraints. That was how I answered you at the time. You still remember that conversation, human?
Just as you also remember. I told you, I've never changed. I feel more than just hatred and responsibility for this city. I truly want to do something for it.
Human.
But now I see clearly. Since you cannot understand me, how could you possibly support my ideas? I will no longer seek agreement. May we meet again in the stars.
Wait, what of the Northwind Legion, human? Where are they?
And here I was thinking you didn't care about outsiders. Interesting. It seems I may be somewhat better even than you.
Damn, he's gone! What did he mean just now?
I'm not sure, but I have a bad feeling about this. No matter what happens, we'll face it together. Understood?
Thank you. That's my father!
By the gods. He's controlled by Eumenides, just like the Templars.
That monster!
I feel his aura is different. Don't you agree, Minerva?
I do. Unlike the Templars, the energy in his body is fighting back against the control. Irenaeus said that this condition is known as the boundary. It's when the soul's been opened, forming a channel through which others can enter. Since it can be opened, naturally, it can also be closed.
How exactly is this done?
Tranquilite is the key to the spell. If the channel between his soul and human's consciousness were closed, then he'd be freed.
Understood. You'll cast the spell, and I'll support you. Hilda, Minerva and I will free Harold from human's control, but it's up to you to draw his attention.
What should I do?
Anything that grabs Harold's attention and weakens him will do. I believe you can do it. As for the rest, let us handle it.
Alright, and thank you both. Papa?
Hild, why are you so obsessed?
The north wind blows to the south. That's what you taught me. I can't turn back now. Besides, Papa, I'm certain you know that Eumenides is planning to use the Nexus's power to control everything! You must have stayed here because you were going to fight back against his scheming. You are the commander of the Northwind Legion! If he gets his way, everything we've done here will be meaningless. Our mission would be meaningless.
I must stop. I'm being forced to attack you.
I'm not afraid to fight you, Papa. The adherents will free you from Eumenides' control.
Harold's been freed. It's a miracle. It went even better than I anticipated. Your father's fine, Hilda. You can stop worrying now.
By the winds! I'm so... Thank you!
My child, come. Let me have a look at you.
Papa!
Don't look so sad. Are you all right? I told you to leave this place.
No! I can't! Humanity still needs to be stopped! He has to pay for what he's done!
By the winds, you're still so stubborn. I won't let...
Commander, may I interject?
Mistress Minerva.
I hope you can understand that Hilda is the key to saving Aphis. I know you love your daughter dearly, but she's far more capable than you imagine. We can't do this without her. I'm sure you also understand that we must put a stop to humanity's plan, and we're running out of time. Besides, you can't continue to fight humanities in your current state. We were able to close the channel he used to control your soul only temporarily. If you get near him again, he could reopen it at any time.
Oh, may your mother forgive me. Hild, as commander, I order you to pursue Eumenides and stop his ritual. This is your new mission.
Papa, are you...
If his powers can affect all of Aphis, then they can also affect Ambari. This is his real desire. It's not just liberating a city. But I'll leave this matter to you now.
Understood, Commander. I accept this mission.
Good. Hild?
By the way, Otto's with the Adherents now. He's doing well.
Otto's still alive? That's wonderful.
What about the others? Where are they?
They're already on their way back. I watched them leave Aphis myself. Eumenides knows I don't trust him, so he feared the Legion being here would hinder his plot. Once we finished what we'd agreed to, he couldn't wait to send the Northwind Legion out of the city, and I found an excuse to stay. Because I knew you were still here. And Eumenides planned to use me against you. But in the end, I lost.
Oh, Father. We'll be reunited with them soon. I swear it. Minerva said that your aura is really strange. Do you feel ill at all?
I'm fine. Me attacking first must have worked. The Spellbreak gem was quite useful after all.
The Spellbreak gem?
Eumenides' apparition must draw energy from the Nexus before it can take form. Because of that, he's vulnerable, as long as you disrupt the energy flow between them. I discovered that Marble was researching a device that could break the flow of magical energy. The whole time I was arranging for people to gather the materials and make it, but nobody knew what my true goal was. Eumenides couldn't monitor us at all times, but that gave me the opportunity to finish it.
I thought you just quietly accepted Eumenides' dangerous ambitions.
At the time, I had no choice but to tell you that. The fewer people who knew, the better.
I understand. I understand everything now, Father. When I was in the Glittering Deeps, I was so stupid. Worrying about you, insisting on staying in Aphis.
You don't need to apologize. I'd thought of everything, but I didn't anticipate that your stubbornness would lead to the final chance to fight back against Eumenides.
You planned to rebel against Eumenides from the start?
Rebelling against Eumenides was just a consequence, not the goal. In order to ensure that the objective of Operation Ashwin could be achieved, I had to consider lots of possible follow-up measures. What makes the Northwind Legion elite is that we don't just look at how things appear on the surface. I was sure to make arrangements.
Arrangements? So you mean our comrades who left have other tasks?
Lifting the King's curse was just one objective. We also need to eliminate the possibility that the Ephesians' curse could harm others. The timeline's a little messy. All I can say is that when I realized what the real threat was, I started a plan. But if word that I failed makes its way back to Ambari, Ludwig will immediately start preparations for a battle against Aphis and Eumenides. And if that comes to pass, It will be a terrifying war of magic. Hild, today, you've given us a new chance.
By the winds! I will stop him!
This Spellbreak gem was damaged in the battle with Eumenides. Although it can't harm him anymore, he should be considerably weaker now. Take it. It's no longer any use as a weapon, but it can still provide some protection. Hild? The north wind blows to the south, Hild. Do what must be done. There's no further guidance I can offer you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your help just now.
It was nothing compared to what you did at the Temple of Mercy. If we can't stop Yumen today, everyone will become controlled, just like your father was. He's no longer someone we can reason with using words alone. We're counting on you. for the people.
Thank you so much.
I overestimated the strength of both myself and the gem, and it almost ruined everything.
On the contrary, your gem was extremely useful. If not for that, we wouldn't have been able to break the mind control spell. But how on earth did you get your hands on an artifact being developed at Fallon Academy?
I took the shell, but I knew there wasn't enough magic in it. So I ventured into the glittering deeps and took the Titan Spark to use as a core. That's how I finally completed the gem.
Ah, I see. It's impossible to defend against humanity's magic without the use of such things. I'm very impressed that you managed to pull that off right under his nose.
So what's next for you, Mistress? What do you plan to do?
First, tell me how he seemed to you.
Well, he was still seeking atonement. It's difficult for him to cope, obtaining such great power all at once like that. The power of the Nexus has changed him, but I believe he hasn't shed his humanity just yet.
If he's still the same humanities, I don't know. I need to think.
Understood.
I must also apologize to you. When you first entered the city, I didn't trust you, and I wasn't willing to hear your plight. It was because of me that you had no choice but to seek aid through humanities. I'm terribly sorry.
Considering the circumstances, this issue is no longer important, Mistress. There's no use in feeling guilt. We've all lost much over this. That's more than enough.
Your understanding is appreciated. Freeing Harold from the mind control spell has used up much of my magic, but the Spellbreak gem has indeed dealt damage to humanities. Without that, he would certainly have a way to hinder us and to continue preparing his ritual. There is no better time to stop him than right now, Hilda. Go quickly now. I'll catch up once I've recovered.
I'll be sure to give Humanities your regards.
Impressive, Harold. You managed to fight back even when I had complete control. Fortunately, you lost anyway. You have to use my amulet when you're in Aphis. Any attempted resistance is useless. I fulfilled my promise to let you take the artifact that will lift the king's curse, and I promised to let you deal with Hilda yourself. I must say, I am puzzled as to why you still betrayed me.
I must do my duty to fight any enemy of Anvari.
And I, forever. Once I rescue Aphis, I will bring a brighter future to the whole world. I'm going to build a free and equal new world, free of class division. You're just like the others, ignorant and foolish.
This isn't over.
Spellbreak gem. Do you have any idea of the consequences?
I'd rather die than to let you control the Nexus. As commander of the Northwind Legion, I will not risk allowing you to become a threat to Anvari.
You underestimate the power of the Nexus. I was going to reunite you with your family on the Trinity night, but now is as good a time as any. Kill anyone who approaches the Nexus, including your daughter. Then kill yourself, Harold.
Yes, Master.